Here's what you missed on the Red Perspective featuring the Ladies First show.
Completely was being eaten to the main woman, like all of these, you add the information, you still do it. Like what about what you did is kind of Christian?
Do it.
When I fell, I owned that I fell, and I was transparent. Christ loves those who are open with him and do not lie and hide and manipulate it and claim to love.
Ma'am, this whole time you were on this panel, you've been lying, hiding, and manipulating.
Make it make sense.
This whole time you've been on this panel, that's exactly what she was doing.
This is too ridiculous, man. Seriously.
Leave God out of your debauchery. Leave him out of it. Because in turn, you are making Christianity look like a joke.
Yep.
Leave God out of y'all debauchery. Seriously. It's crazy.
Just to make sure that, because I'm getting blind about this conversation. Are you a Christian, Ann?
Yes.
So, like, being a side piece is an honorable thing?
No, Christ didn't call me and say, hey, let's go ruin a marriage. But
No, 1 second. Didn't you commit adultery technically, which is probably one of the which is a sin that didn't? No. Wait, 1 second. Yes, because technically it's the other way around, right? So
it's adultery.
The other way
an adulterer is the person who takes.
Hold on, I know you guys hear Fatty talking. I know.
I just want to make sure, right? Because as you said, these situations brought me like closer to God, right?
Yes.
I don't know a lot about the Bible, but can you explain me exactly what in the Bible makes your position something kind of honorable by being like you literally was being eaten to the main woman, like all of these, you add the information, you still do it. Like what about what you did is kind of Christian?
Do it.
When I fell, I owned that I fell, and I was transparent. Christ loves those who are open with him and do not lie and hide and manipulate it and claim to love.
Ma'am, this whole time you were on this panel, you've been lying, hiding, and manipulating.
Make it make sense.
This whole time you've been on this panel, that's exactly what she was doing.
This is too ridiculous, man. Seriously.
Leave God out of your debauchery. Leave him out of it. Because in turn, you are making Christianity look like a joke.
Yep.
Leave God out of y'all debauchery. Seriously. It's crazy.
God publicly, but in their private lives, they're sinning and sinning and sinning. I sinned and I owned it, and I owned it very openly. And I think that's the issue. Most women, most Christian women also think it's more important for me to create this image of flawlessness instead of actually be open about, no, I'm a flawed human being, but I'm working on being better. And I think that's one way that, that's very Christ-like.
I'm sorry, I have to ask a question. I'm so sorry. No. If Fatty is done, it's Quinn's turn.
And I'm sorry, because religion is not my forte, right? If you were to advise women that follow Christ to be not sister wives, because sister wives will understand there's some honor in it, right? Everybody knows about it and all that. But if you were to, like a 22-year-old, like most 22-year-olds come to you and says, hey, Ann, should I be a side piece or a concubine to this man, like he's hiding me from his woman and all that? Like, should I do this? Does this honor what Christ would want from me? Like, would you tell them, go ahead and do it? Or would you be like, don't do it because that's not Christ-like?
I would say, do not do this, because sexual immorality, this, when you reject your body and you make it and use your sexuality in ways that aren't in alignment with Christ, there's moral and physical and emotional consequences that you'll pay for. So
you say no?
Yeah, I would say no. Sexual immorality isn't just what I did. It is a principal belief of the misuse of your body. So sex work, OnlyFans, that's sexual immorality. Being gluttonous is sexual immorality. There's many different ways where you would be sinning using your body. This is one way. And I would say, please don't do that, because there's a lot of there's deep consequence for it. That's all.
All right. Quinn, go ahead.
So remember earlier.
Wait, one second. Hey, Queen, refresh your device. You have a black box. Just refresh it and come back. Hey, you know what's funny? I love this. I love this saying. You were in the robbery. You just didn't like your cut. That is perfect to this situation. Both of y'all robbed the bank. You know he had a wife, and you didn't like your cut. That's what's happened to you.
It's more like you're the driver. You're the one who hits the woman. The woman is the wife, and then I'm sitting passenger side with you with the music loud. You're the one who's driving.
So here's the part where I thought was crazy. When she wanted to put all the blame on the man and make it seem like her and the wife were the victims in this stuff. That part was amazing to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she just, and you, but you know what? I fought Fantastic, because Fantastic was up there talking about, oh, you was green, he finessed you. So she was taking it as him kind of like taking up for her a little bit. So he was kind of like feeding into that to make it seem like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so Fantastic, just your fault.
To be honest though, I do think she is a little green. And what I mean by that is she doesn't understand how men work.
Right. But the problem is the man was trying to tell her, and she didn't want to hear it.
Because she was green. She's childish. You could tell by how she even viewed the relationship she had with him, and the type of thing that she said bonded him. Then she said she kind of saw him as a father figure too.
Right.
She's childish. She don't know how niggas. She don't know how men work, and especially now she don't, because, like you said, when you're a bigger girl, you lead with certain things, and so you know how to get what you want in a way. But I don't think she knows the ins and outs of a male's psychology. Like, as a guy, I have to know a lot of a woman's psychology to get her. I mean, you know what I'm saying? She clearly didn't. And she clearly doesn't. And if she doesn't, she just might keep allowing herself to keep getting duped by a nigga. Well, partly because she wants to, and partly because she doesn't know how to guard against it.
Well, I think she don't know by now, Tony.
She doesn't. I can tell you she doesn't.
You think all this price is going over her head?
I think a lot of shit is going over her head. She's childish. You can't.
She's crazy.
She's definitely crazy too. You can't break multiplication down to somebody, like a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
As far as a childish mindset. And that's not to throw her any bail because she's 32. She's supposed to learn this 10 years ago.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay.
Man is the one who made the covenant with God and his wife. This man has consistently broken the covenant. There is a hierarchy in Christ's eyes when it comes to who is binded.
And you were facilitating that. No. He's guilty. You're right. He's guilty.
No.
You are 100% right. We are going to put this man on the cross because he's sinned, and you are going to be seated on the next cross because you were the facilitator. Hey, you know what's funny? I love this. I love this saying. You were in the robbery. You just didn't like your cut. That is perfect to this situation. Both of y'all robbed the bank. You know he had a wife, and you didn't like her, and you didn't like your cut. That's what's happened to you.
It's more like you're the driver. You're the one who hits the woman. The woman is the wife, and then I'm sitting passenger side with you with the music loud. You're the one who's driving. You're the one who's
No. The analogy is wrong.
You're the one who hits
the analogy is wrong. The analogy is wrong.
I'm not held equally accountable.
The analogy is wrong. His wife was the bank. That man went inside of the bank to rob that shit. You were the getaway driver. You just mad because when you guys got away, you didn't like your cut. That's all he was.
All right, so Quinn is back.
Christ says that you would be considered an adulterer if you even look at a woman with lust. It has nothing to do with the action.
Okay.
He didn't need me to be an adulterer. It is because he put the covenant of marriage at the expense.
Okay. Go ahead, Quinn, with your question.
All right. Well, for what you just said, I will say that God did not give you someone else's husband as your husband. Right.
You
trying to be the second wife. It was, especially because the other wife didn't know about you. She wasn't in on it. So it was never going to be,
Okay. I'd love to hear you finish, but I will say that there are certain things that Christ puts us through to help discipline and sharpen how we hear him.
Ma'am, he is not going to put you through no sin to help sharpen you, you crazy lady. What you talking about? Why would God put you through something that he hates, which is sin? To sharpen and develop you. Y'all are some crazy Christians out here. I cannot, Tony.
It's so antithetical to what he really would want. And if that's the case, it would be for the wife and not her, if that's true.
Thank you. Like, what are we talking about? Oh my God. So you mean to tell me, lady, that the Lord presented you with a man that is married and had multiple side chicks and made you a side chick number 7 to develop you and teach you a lesson? What do we leave God out of y'all debauchery? Because you're making yourself crazy.
They can't.
Y'all making yourself look crazy out here.
I was thinking earlier, who's leading her? Because she has her dad. Does she have a pastor?
I don't know.
Who's leading her? She's just out here and it's like no leadership. Because imagine she said that to a spiritual leader. I'm like, are you retarded? Well, I would have been like, are you retarded? Like, does that make sense to you?
No, it doesn't. That's why I'm like, this is crazy right now. What church are you going to? Like,
The Church of Jezebel.
well, I hope you ain't going to that church with that. What you seen that? It's just craziness.
Oh, so you're right. I think second wife, but I also will say that this also helped me strengthen my journey with him. That's all.
You can keep talking. Everybody can hear you.
Well, I'm glad that it helped you.
Or do you not know that the unrighteous will not inherit the kingdom of God? Do not be deceived. Neither the sexually immoral, nor adulterers. Okay, so here's something very clear, right? Nor men who practice homosexuality, thieves, nor the greedy, nor drunkards, no revilers, no swindlers will inherit the kingdom of God. So, in what you just shared, you do see that there's a distinction between being sexually.
Tony, didn't she say she's an engineer?
Yeah.
Why on earth would she think that just because it's called that God is putting? She said that because the commas between the words that God was putting a certain a punishment on certain sins
when they're all the same.
When they all the same. Yo,
this is why they're not allowed to lead in the church.
Thank you. Okay, that's a whole nother show, Tony. You can't make this up right now. It goes back to wanting to use God to justify or nullify their debauchery.
Yep.
I'm going to use these scriptures to make it seem like it's okay for me. God is forgiving God, you know.
And it's actually really shameless too.
Right. Like, you know, you can't judge me. You can't look at me because God said, judge not. But they forgot about the rest of the scripture. Oh my God.
Immoral, being a homosexual, and being an adulterer. That means there are different consequences for those sexual immoral.
No, there's not what he says. That's not what he says. The comma is not to differentiate and say there's different consequences. The comma is there to say all these group of people are not going to inherit the kingdom of God. Means the adulterers, the sexually immoral. It doesn't say all of y'all are going to have different punishment. That's not what it says.
And also, Christ said, "For who is without sin, throw the first stone."
Right? Here we go.
You tried to move the goalpost, Quinn.
No, I'm adding to the conversation.
What I tell you? They gonna try to find some scripture to make them feel better, to just try to wipe their slate clean. I'm surprised she ain't talk about Mary Magdalene or the lady at the well. I'm surprised she didn't say none of those people.
I think somebody actually, somebody did. I feel like somebody was talking about Jesus recently. Mm-hmm. Oh, it was Tyranny.
Yeah,
they're talking about Jesus, and Jesus was with whores, and she was like, Mary?
Yeah. That was
But they choose and try to do anything to, like you said, twist the Bible in their direction because they don't want to be shamed, or they don't want to be seen as wrong, or they just really want that validation.
Right. Child, this is crazy. Here we go.
And hold on. Hold on.
He's not even Christian. What the hell?
Quinn, finish what you were saying.
Honestly, I lost my train of thought about what I was saying about how God doesn't want you.
Jesus can't save these women. What makes you think you can? What makes you think you better than Jesus?
Oh, I'm muted. Okay.
Stop. It's fine, Quinn.
Be clear.
Hold on, Ann. Quinn, was there anything else you wanted to add? Say.
Yeah, I mean, so when we first spoke, you were co-signing Janae like a couple hours back about not needing a man, right?
Oh
God.
No. We were specifically saying that, no, you're mischaracterizing. We said in modern society, women do not need men financially for survival. Okay. Now, that doesn't mean we don't need partnerships. It means because I can go to the bank and get my own checking account and I don't need my husband to do so, women have the capacity to survive in modern society without the financial provision of men.
So it is clear, ma'am, that you do not fall in that category because you, this whole time, has only been focusing on the reason why you was with this man is because his pockets. So you was with this man, he was attractive to you is because he had money.
I think that makes sense. Is active cognitive dissonance at this point.
Make it make sense.
It's active. And you can tell she's never been checked And then she's acting like this after weight loss. I wonder how she was acting when she was fat.
Let me tell you something. She probably won't. You know how you had those big girls that be all burly and stuff. They very probably will beat you up. That's probably, she probably won't know. The one with the bad attitudes and stuff.
Yeah.
Like what's on what's the one on Friday? What's the Baby D?
Yeah. You don't know Baby D.
she got all the snacks and stuff. This is crazy work. Y'all leave the Lord out y'all stuff now.
For survival. That's what we said. What you just said is a mischaracterization of the conversation.
Well, that's why I'm glad I asked you. I was trying to remember what you said because it was a while back and I couldn't remember what you said versus what.
Well, that's what we were talking about.
Thank you for clarifying. Yeah.
Literally, society exists because men did what they did. That's not what we're saying. Why did you bring that up?
Because I was just trying to understand how you got here, saying that you didn't need a man for this, that, and the third, but for you to be so pressed that you wanted to be number 2 as a wife, you clearly needed whatever he was giving.
I think a lot of women would be liars if they wouldn't be willing to do. If your dream man showed up today, your dream dude came to your door and he was everything you wanted and more, and he told you, would you be willing to get on my program? You mean to tell me you would be like, no, sorry, I won't?
Somebody has a bad echo.
Because what the baby mama stats are saying is like, y'all are doing this for far less.
So
what we're discussing is the fact that you don't know that you're the side piece. We're not talking about the dream man. We're talking about you. You're more than a side piece. That's the conversation.
And here's the difference, right?
Like she just trying to throw everybody into her little mix, ma'am. Ma'am, you knew what it was and what it is. I don't know why you trying to get out of that situation, chat. It is not like you didn't know that you were the side chick, because there are situations where, where women didn't know, right, that the guy was married or whatever, because they covered their tracks really well. There are some instances like that, but in this case right now, ma'am, he told you up front, and not only you that he was married, but he let you know that you was a part of a rotation, and you still was going.
Yep, she absolutely went. I wonder, because this timeline is extremely expedited. So, they were talking for 2.5 months. When did they link? Is what I'm curious.
October is when they linked up, and December is when this whole fiasco for him breaking up. So that is
no. She linked. Wait, actually, she had that link with him.
No, she said they was talking for 3 weeks over the phone, right? So that probably been like September into October. October is when she linked up with him.
I mean, physically.
Yes, physically.
But she said they was talking for 2 months. So if she started in October, she linked in October?
No, see, she said they started talking. She said she was talking to him for 3 weeks prior to going to see him in October. So that would be the end of September, so to speak, something like that, depending on where in October they actually met. So that was September. So September, October, November.
Because I'm just trying to understand, when did he tell her exactly? They've been talking for 2.5 months. Did he tell her that first month? Did he tell her December?
Tony, she said 2 days before she got on the plane to go see him.
I don't think they linked that quickly. From how I'm hearing it, it sounds like they were speaking for a couple months, and after a couple months they linked. And then before they linked, he told her, which to me means he held that shit a secret until he couldn't anymore. So to cover his ass before they link, hey, I just want to let you know I got somebody.
So from what I remember, she said that before they linked up, because that's Fatty made a big deal about that they were talking beforehand, like for 3 weeks or something like that. Because that's when she started talking about we were on the phone every day, hours and hours on end, la 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 la, and that happened before they linked up. And I think it was like the 3 week. The 3 was somewhere in there. They commit 3 days, 3 weeks. And then that's when she said he flew her out. He told her that he was married 2 days before she got on the plane to come see him.
And before we start the video,
Right? There are women who do not even know the name of the man they're having sex with. Women are sharing, but women
makes you feel safe.
Okay, I just want to finish this, right? This is someone who, I want to be very clear, is consistently violating his marriage. Consistently breaking the covenant.
But he's not on the chopping. Why are you? That's not the conversation, though.
You see how she did? What about the men though? She went straight to like blaming him. And so that goes back to this whole thing, ma'am. Y'all stop putting God in y'all bullshit. Because if you were truly repentant and sorry for what you've done, you would not have done this whole fiasco right here and did the switcheroo, try to make you the victim and not the wife, and try to make it like it was all his fault. You were a willing participant. This is how I know that whole I'm listening to God's voice and all that kind of stuff. Y'all stop lying. Stop it. Y'all be lying out here in these streets. Cut it out.
yeah, the way she just did that, she'd be detective's wet dream, telling everybody.
Right. Like what she just come on, y'all. Oh my God. Leave God out of y'all BS for real. Y'all just
You're trying to move
the conversation. Okay, I can't even exist if he doesn't do what he does, is what I'm saying.
So is this fault?
No, oh my God. Okay.
No, hey, I love your friends. I'll skip it. And Janae, I know you have a question.
I literally said I made
Janae, please don't forget it. Hey, Ann.
I made my own choice.
Ann, do you notice how you are describing these men as your accomplice instead of your victimized? Like literally, remember when I said a couple of minutes ago, he was the bank robber, you were the getaway driver, you didn't like your cut. Now you are literally saying, I couldn't be doing what I did before. If he didn't rob the bank, I wouldn't be the getaway driver. That's what you're saying right now. Hey, please, 1 second. Hey, please, 1 second. Please, 1 second, Ann. And more important, then, you need to be consistent because this conversation went full circle. Remember when Ali said that women directly or indirectly are prostitutes? If they meet the guy that they really like, you know exactly what it is. You are now saying, oh, so you are telling me that all these women wouldn't do what you wouldn't do? That's exactly what he was saying. Once the right deal is in front of y'all, especially when this money is involved, y'all are going. So, Ann, and you don't have to respond to that because that is a revolving door, right? We go back to the same place.
Because you're actually minimizing the conversation. No.
I didn't mean
masculine presence is enough. A lot of y'all have smashed women for far less. You know this.
Now we smash. Now you went from women smashing for far less to us smashing far less. Like
and if I said
you don't have to have anything for me.
Some of y'all just need to have a beard. Let's be real.
And 1 second. So let's do this. And
shame. What is it? Shame, insults, and the need to be right. Like now she's starting to insult the dudes. Talk about they don't have beards. What is we doing right now?
Yeah. The hyena comes out now.
Oh my God, the need to be right. Hellfire mouth woman. Hey, Daddy.
No matter what Tony said on the last 2 hours, it's still going. I apologize. I literally fell asleep. I literally fell asleep. I was like, shit.
That's okay. We was having fun. Oh my goodness. No, the need to right. She talked about y'all beards and stuff. Y'all don't got beards and stuff on it. Lord, how did we get from that to that? That's crazy work. Oh my God. At this point, she's starting to pick at anything to get the heat off of her right now because
she started to do what Amp calls windmilling.
You literally read my mind, bruh.
As soon as she understood that there was no negotiating, no pleading, like no immunity, no can I snitch on somebody so I can get less time, she actually showed how she feel about the situation. That this is actually what she thinks about the situation right now.
Right. Exactly. And the fact that she's like, me and the wife are the victims. What? Like, lady, you... Whew. This was kind of like painful, kind of like to watch, so to speak. and the fact that we said earlier, Fetty, while you was napping, you was taking your cat nap. She, every time she tried to like cover up one lie, she had to make up another lie, and then she didn't remember that she had already said one lie, and so then she had to backtrack to try to figure out the others. I was like, oh my God, like, lady, this is not your fault.
And it's your fault because you remember what she said. How dare
right. Mm-hmm. What are you talking about? Like, no, yeah, you did say that. It's crazy. Oh my God.
And I smashed somebody is my fault. That it's my fault. I decided to open my zipper, put my pants down, it was 172 strokes. I could stop at 1, 2, 3, 72, 170 was 100. It's my responsibility. So you are going to Anne, you are going to tell me, why did you allow a married man with several other women, which is a very risky situation? We know the STD rates and all these things happening and all that. Why did you allow, after you know the truth about this man, a godly woman? Remember, you are godly, just like Fetty, because Fetty is not religious. You are religious. Why did Anne, the godly woman, let the African prince from in Miami? Why did you let him stroke you 143 times?
He didn't stroke me 140. He didn't.
It was more or less?
It was far less.
He was just like, oh my God, lady.
She tried to shame him a little bit.
Right.
Hey, I don't care if it's one stroke or 1,000. I still hit that shit.
Lady, oh my goodness. Why is that important? Oh, God, this is crazy work.
Damn, you was too okay, Ali. Don't move, Ali.
Once he started lying, I crashed the fuck out. Remember, I didn't know that this thing existed. It was through my own due diligence I learned. Once
you were lying because he told you 2 days before you got on the plane.
Yeah, it was diligence. Also, she said, this is how you know she's crazy and she makes shit up in her head. 2 days before you come out, he tells you he's with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
He tried to hold it in as far as he could. And then she tries to spin it and say he was honest. Which technically he was. Right. But I don't think telling me 2 days before I'm coming out to see you is really honest. It's crazy. The whole's nutty.
So, is she seeing the fact that she's more mad about the other side chicks?
Yeah. So she said he told the truth about the wife. Mm-hmm. Then she asked for the other women and he said no. And then to come to find out there were other women.
Well, why wouldn't you think there'd be... Okay, never mind.
I think it's the fact that he said there were none. Yeah, he said there was none, and that pissed her off.
Okay.
Once I found out that, like, now, because another thing too, when a man says he's married and he's just choosing you, there's a certain level of, okay, he has a lot to lose. He's not gonna want to bring like STDs or babies to, like, he's gonna be careful. But when you tell me you have a harem, that's a little different.
Hey, you found out all this before the strokes or after the strokes?
After the strokes.
You are lying. Oh my God, you are lying. What makes after you found out about the strokes, right? After you found out he had a wife, what makes you not a homewrecker? Why did you not care about how his wife would feel instead of placating the victim? Why don't you care about how the wife would feel that you became a homewrecker now? I'm about to just when I land, you guys said why once you found out that it was about you being a side chick and not being a side wife, why did you not then become a homewrecker and then care about how the wife would feel? Why is she not the victim and you are?
We are both, and here's why. We are both dealing with a man. We are both dealing with a man who does not honor his covenant before God. That woman
she didn't know about you.
Ali, you asked
about her. Ali, no, there's nothing. Just a minute ago, stop. Just a minute ago, she said, "I am not a victim." She said it. She said, "I wasn't victimized. This man who didn't. We did." And now all of a sudden, you are a victim, just like her.
Yes, obviously, because I would have never done this if he came to me.
You're a victim.
There we go, CSI.
So hold on, this is all I'm asking.
No, you're not. No, you're not asking.
Yes, I am, because it's my show. Yes, it is.
You don't get to have. Listen, you don't get to. You don't get to project your.
You ain't just gonna talk over me. Nope, that's not what's happening. That's not happening. If Fantastic was married and his wife was the love of my life, and then I find out he's married. Excuse me, his wife is married to him. I'm wrong. I'm not no victim. It don't matter if he lied to me. Once I found out that he's married to the love of my life, I'm becoming a homewrecker. And if I decide don't talk over me, please. If I decide to pursue a relationship with his wife, and that's the love of his life, and now I found out that she's married, I become a homewrecker. I'm no longer a victim. You found out he was married before you got on that flight.
What home were you part of?
And you got on that flight.
Part of no home.
You got on that flight. And this woman had no clue who you were.
And he would have done it with another bitch.
And he was.
And he was, right. You were just part of the team, huh? He was.
So I don't they ever think they are like too good to be a part of the team. Why are you the main player? Or the star player? You're not.
I think they always have they think that their coochie, their is going to be the winning, the star player, and that's what she thought was going to happen. Because I think somewhere in here you're going to hear her when she said when Fatty asked her that question. So I think I clipped it in here. Because she was willing to do it. I'm trying to tell you, if he didn't break up with her, let's see. I think I got it in here. Let's see.
Ali, can you give the play? Ann, can you listen to? Do you watch Power, Ann?
No, I don't.
You have no notion about Power.
It's the show 50 Cent created, but I have.
Yes. Fatty. All the women in this world know this. Hey, Fantastic. All of us know this. Tell me the truth and let me choose. She even if it was a lie, supposedly, once she found out the truth, she chose.
Yes,
I also want you to know,
a married man's wife. Married woman's husband.
Hold on, let me finish.
No, because it
ain't nothing to be clear about. Ain't nothing to be clear about. You was a homewrecker.
We already know where Ali thinks where he stands, but here's the thing that he's.
Am I a homewrecker? No, hold on. So I don't miss it. No, if I deal with Fantastic's wife and I find out that she's married, am I a homewrecker?
No.
Yes.
No.
How is it no?
Oh, and I'm trying to speak and tell you because you don't get it.
Go ahead, Ann.
Explain it. You got it.
Because the only two people who are binded by covenant is her and the man.
Are you not Christian?
Hold on. Let me be very clear. Let me be very clear. The covenant, the commitment, that is one man, one woman, and God. Not one man, one woman, and God, and everyone else in society. So that means when you break the covenant, when you break the covenant, it is only you who God is going to hold accountable. And it's
hold on. I got something very important.
Now be very.
Hold on.
Ciao.
She's very vexing.
That's why I stopped it, because it's like,
and even though she's right, but she will be held accountable too, because
Right. You're the facilitator of the situation, because it's something, like I said, it's something different. You didn't know that this man was married, but you know that he's in covenant with someone, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
There's where you are false at.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
just so ridiculous.
You knew exactly what you were doing, ma'am.
Yeah. Hey, Red, I'm about to head out. I appreciate your time.
Okay, no problem, Dawn. Thank you so much for coming up with me.
My pleasure. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you. She knew what she was doing. This is very sad, y'all. And the fact that you are using the word of God to try to defend your wrongdoing is crazy work. But we've seen this in the past couple of weeks. We've seen a lot of these, people using God to defend their wrongdoing. No shame, no nothing. Now that's not godly at all. What is Cyrus? Is she faulting the man because he himself is a homewrecker? Yeah, she's excused. She's taking herself out of the equation. She's thinking that she did nothing wrong. It's all his fault. So it's like, they get, like Fatty used the bank robbery analogy. She doesn't want to be the accomplice in robbing the bank. She solely just wanted to put it on him, like it's his fault. So to make it seem like she's the victim now. All right, we got a little bit more to go.
There is a difference between an adulterer, someone who breaks the covenant of marriage, and then the person who helps them participate in that. They're considered sexually immoral. Still a sin, but they're not an adulterer because the person who made the commitment before Christ, their lips were binded by the contract. When you break that,
hold on, Ann. Hold on, real quick.
He did not call you
you're not a homewrecker.
Ann, calm down. Chill out. Ann, stop talking. Ann, relax. Collect yourself. Don't crash out like this online.
Wait. No. All right, no. Of course, yes. The answer is yes. Yes, Daddy. It's fine. Go ahead. Finish your point.
Yeah. So just real quick, man. Listen, Ann, he didn't call you an adulterer for one. Cool. Secondly, again, you can't use the scripture because the scripture also tells you follow the laws of the land that you live in, right? And that is actually illegal. People are getting, sued for that, right?
Who are
and calm down, and please.
Earlier,
she cannot shut up for nothing. Just need to be right. Hellfire in my woman. Ooh, just hush. Whoosh. Shh. Just be quiet sometimes. Lord have mercy. I can see why that man left you, baby, because you can't shut up. Oh my God.
You miss many steps. You said you busted open for him. Then you claimed that after I busted it open for him, I decided to, what was that? I crashed.
That's not what I said. I never thought of you.
I just remember when you were talking about the events, I was like, this is completely upside down, not how it happened.
Okay,
you
well,
have to realize.
So let me restate. So maybe you misheard me.
Okay, that might be helpful.
He finessed you, right? Then he told you the truth.
Well, how did he finesse me if I knew what?
Oh my God!
Lady, you just said that you just said that you both of y'all are vegan.
He just told.
Can you stop talking? Can you go? Hey, start eating. You are good. Okay. if you and the woman are victims, you kind of make peace that he finessed you. Is that correct? And if not, how are you a victim?
Now she was so eager to destroy and then she didn't realize that she was literally taking up for the person that she trying to throw under the bus a few seconds ago. So which one is it? Are you the victim and he finessed you? Or you knew and so you're not the victim and the wife was actually the victim in this situation? You see how people be lying and lying and lying when they can't keep up with their own lies right here. Lady, you is insufferable right now. I'm getting tired, child. I need to go take a nap.
If he didn't finesse you.
Exactly.
You said that you are a victim.
He presented we were exclusive. Then 2 days before,
that is a finesse.
Then
that is a finesse.
Okay, but I still made the choice to go. And then as the relationship, oh my God, finesse, or fantastic. And then when I made that choice, more stuff kept. That he told me it's just me and his wife. I learned that there's
this already. We heard this already.
And then once that happened,
yeah, we heard it already. We know.
And then we're on.
We don't want to hear you tell me.
We already know the story, and this is what makes you a home wrecker. You had 7 stops before the final destination, and you didn't leave the bus in none of them. You did 1 stop, you keep going. You did another stop, you keep going. The only victim on this situation is the wife, because she didn't know it. Other than that, both of you are all complicit, and this is why, because you are a home wrecker, because this is going to actually settle it all. Then, if that man said verbatim on that...
Okay, guys. This is the part where I want you guys to pay attention to what she's saying, because I don't think a lot of people caught this part. Tony, if you're still listening, this is the part I'm talking about. Trent, if you still listen, this is the part I'm talking about. Listen to what she says. And I think everybody was like talking and saying you didn't really hear what she said, but she started to say something very, very important. She got cut off. Listen to this, guys.
You're right. This is not wrong. I'm leaving my woman and moving to Brickell, and we're going to build something. Would you leave or would you stay?
Oh God.
I don't know. Okay, Patty, can I please say one thing and then I can leave?
No. Answer please the question. And because you are very mouthy until we ask a question, everybody gets quiet and then you don't want to talk anymore. If that man told you that day is what I'm doing is wrong, you are right, I sold you a dream, I'm moving to Brickell and I'm divorcing my wife. Is Anne the Ashanti warrior, the Christian woman, staying with that man and building with that man? Or is she saying no because I don't want to be a home wrecker and break your home in Africa? What would Anne do, please?
And I told you, I don't know what I would do.
Hey, you know how to give him that coochie? You know how to fly to Miami, you know how to borrow those tickets, you know how to talk with that motherfucker, you know how to do everything else. But once you put you on the spot, I don't know, I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. I don't know. Oh, me? I don't know.
Sorry, not answers and if you want me to expand, I can, but
Lady, you are lying. You broke. Hey, let me actually show you how you lying. And then once again, man.
You have no context. I'm a human being. I don't know what I would do.
And let me show you how you lying, right?
Do some more
let me show you how you lying, man. And let me show you how you lying. Let me show you how you lying. And
I'm not.
You broke a 5-year celibacy thing.
Okay.
Can you stop talking?
This was very obvious.
You were so adamant on getting that man that you that were saving your coochie for 5 years gave that coochie away in 2 months. 5 years is 50 something months. You give that coochie away.
So how am I lying when I tell you?
And answer this. So you are telling me that you are willing to share a 6'7" multimillionaire with several women, but you are not willing to get him for you all by yourself. That's what you're trying to tell me?
No, that is, well, what I'm trying to tell you is the reason why I said I don't know is because he was not honest about it at all. And I had consistently
answer my question.
And that's why I said I don't know.
No, that was not the question.
Yes, it is.
No, that was not the question. I will repeat it again so you hear me. Okay? So you are telling me, if you're talking, you don't get it. What'd you say? I don't know. What'd you say?
It's not about the sharing. It's about lying about the sharing.
No, you said once he told you that he had a wife, you still went ahead and ticket the plane. So you were okay. No, so now we established you were okay with it. He told you 2 days before you embarked on that train, on that flight. Hey, please, can you stop talking? Can you stop talking?
I mean,
can you stop talking? Okay, I'm asking you. I'm asking. No. Can I stop talking? You literally said, by your own words, that 2 days before boarding the plane, he told you he had a wife, and you still got on that shit, fly to Miami, open your legs, had sex with him and all that. So you already conceded. Okay. Once he told you he had a wife, you willingly share that man because that man told you I have a wife. So what I'm asking you is, since you are not a home wrecker, because that was the statement, right? You are telling me that you're willing to share that man with a woman that is married, but you are not willing to get him all by yourself, by him divorcing that woman and you keep him by yourself. That's what you're trying to tell me, man.
Bro, did you
Did we break you? Because you talk a lot.
Now she is like seriously checking out right now, right? She's seriously checking out because now they like pulled all her cards, all of the, showed her all her inconsistencies and everything she was saying. So now she can't think of no lie to cover up the other lies. So now she physically, you can see her checking out. Like, I can't defend nothing. I can't defend this anymore. I'm caught, and I don't know. Could we say that this is the look of like, okay, is she starting to feel the shame of it? I don't know. But she's clearly checked out right now.
Then now you're not talking again. Every time we ask you actually to talk, you stop talking, and then we start talking, and you like talk now. It's open. Go ahead. You talk when we talk, and then when we get quiet, you don't talk. What's going on?
I bet if I start talking, she'll talk. Well, I'll say it. You broke a 5-year celibacy.
Ali.
She gonna talk that I know her. She broke a 5-year celibacy to possibly break up a marriage when she found out this man was had a wife and she had an affair with him. That's exactly what she did. So she might not concede it to today. She might not concede it tomorrow. She gonna keep lying and performing for everybody else. But this woman literally broke her celibacy just to possibly break up the marriage of another man, another woman that this man was married to. But the thing is this: if she was married, she would have had a problem if her husband was dealing with somebody else, because Anne ain't gonna share nobody. She never shared nobody, but she was willing to break up this marriage and get this man to herself. That's what she did. She had an affair.
Hey, and Janae, I asked Ken, I'm actually surprised that if you watch Power, then Janae, Power, right?
Yep.
Was Angela a home wrecker when Ghost was married with his wife, and Angela that knew exactly that the man had married in the family and she decided to go anywhere? Was Angela a home wrecker?
Absolutely.
Is any difference between what Angela did with Ghost and what Anne was trying to do with his man, knowing for a fact he had a woman?
No.
So like, this is crazy. Like you are not culprit, you are not a victim, and then you become a victim, and then you are a woman of God, and then you did nothing that was bad about your godly things. Like, you are everything and nothing at the same time, which is actually very convenient because, like I said, you claim to be conservative, and on my politics show, which is something that I was very surprised, because when I pick the panels, I'm very precise in YF because I don't want everybody agreeing with each other. And you were siding with the conservatives. Yeah, we conservatives this and we conservative that. And you are willing to be a side piece in Miami?
It's crazy.
There's an OnlyFans model territory, and you are telling me you are conservative, man. And can you please, before Ali goes, because friends, I wish so many super chats, it's crazy, man. We're going to read everything and send everybody to Nino Nation. And this is my last question for you, and I'm going to be quiet. And friends, we need still $100 on our Cash App and PayPal. I think it's been an awesome show. If you can support us, I would appreciate it. And does this situation prove that you are actually not conservative? You have no conservative values. Does this situation that you're involved right now, does this show that you are not conservative at all, like you claim? I just want to make sure. Anne, can you just raise your hand if you hear me? I just want to make sure I don't know. Okay, can you answer the question?
That's what they do in the household. That's what the women do.
Can you answer the question, Anne, please?
Once they get caught up, they don't want to talk no more.
Yeah, can you answer the question, please, Anne? Does it show that you don't have a conservative bone in your body?
No, it doesn't mean that. It means once I believed I had the opportunity to marry someone, I took it seriously. And then as more information was introduced to me, I ignored certain signs and I kept moving forward because
Let's listen to what she just said. She saw it as an opportunity to marry someone. So that is clear that she was dead set on making this man her husband and taking him away from his wife. She was not trying to be the side piece. She was not trying to be a sister wife. She was trying to be this man's wife.
I truly wanted to be with this person, but I also had a conviction within me that I struggled with. If I wasn't a conservative, someone who values marriage, someone who values law and order, then I wouldn't have been struggling with this at all. Actually,
how are you struggling with it when, as soon as he told you? Because if you look at it, he could have waited till you got there and told you. Right? If he really wanted to be sneaky, he could have gotten you there, bust you down, and then told you that he was married. But it seems like he was trying to give you an out, because he told you 2 days beforehand. So you could have made a choice to not even pursue this with this married man. But you went anyway. So there was no, he finessed me, he deceived me. He told you straight out 2 days before you even came there and gave your body to this person that you say is a liar. Were you really struggling within yourself about it? Because you still went. You had 2 days to ponder about it. You had 2 days to pray about it. You had 2 days to talk to a priest about it, talk to a pastor about it, meditate about it, read the word about it. You had 2 days. And you still went. I don't know.
You guys probably wouldn't have heard the story, but conservatives aren't infallible. There is rule and law and order, and sometimes you fall. I was honest about me falling. I still think, despite the mistakes I've made and the choices that I've made, God still loves me. I'm still going to make sure this never happens again. That's it. I don't think that the law doesn't apply to me. The fact that I even feel bad about it shows that there's some.
I'm not so sure she's going to not do it again, because throughout this whole thing, and even after, you still tried to justify it. And you still try to minimize your actions in this whole fiasco. So that that makes me think, did you really learn the lesson here? Are you really taking accountability for it? Are you really feeling ashamed for it? Is there really repentance for it? Because you're still trying to defend yourself and make yourself look as a victim in this situation and not taking accountability for your actions in this situation. So, I don't know. Maybe some self-reflection after the fact, maybe. But at this moment, as we're reviewing this, I don't see it. Right. Exactly, is that right? It's not, she is blaming the guy. Exactly, she is. She's definitely blaming the guy. So when you're saying that, you know, you the Lord, it's sort of like, you know, you kind of backtracking on that. Music Man said, the more I hear this, I'm thinking he didn't want her to come. Yeah, I just said that. I literally just said that. I think that's why he told her 2 days before that trip, thinking that it was going to deter her from him and not come. Because, like I said, you know, if he really wants, you know, because what most guys probably would have done, told after he got the goods, you know what I mean? Or when she got there, like, oh, well, I'm already here, right? But and I said, it looks like he was trying to give her an out. And he probably sensed the fact that this girl is, because if she's talk to him the way she was talking to us about how she was feeling and stuff, and if she started talking to him about, I'm feeling you and all these feelings and connections and bonding and stuff, he probably sensed that it was like, oh yeah, she's getting too attached and we ain't even smashed yet. I don't know. Let's see. I mean, you were on it, Music Man.
On conviction. I don't think conservative people are. I don't think I'm holding any form of contradiction. I think I'm showcasing that two things can be true at once. You can have values and you can also make poor choices on purpose. And when you get up and return back to those values, that affirms the fact that those conservative values are true.
Yes, but the problem is you say you're righteous and you believe in God, but God is
righteous.
God, you say you believe in.
I literally said that you can fall.
Nobody interrupted you. Nobody's lying, and nobody interrupted you.
But also check the lies, right?
Nobody interrupted you.
Because
you do believe in God, though. I don't know. So if you believe in God, it must be evil. But I know this.
Demonic conversation.
God,
You're demonic.
Whoa. So the conversation is demonic, but you giving your asshole to a fucking Nigerian prince is not?
Because the difference between me doing that and y'all is you're trying to seem like you're some moral superior person in this.
What? You are trying to do that. Oh my God.
Ma'am, for you to say that the conversation that they're having was demonic is crazy. Because the whole situation you have portrayed yourself in was demonic. From the beginning was demonic. And the fact that people were holding you accountable and telling you, and the guys were trying to actually school you on what they thought the man was actually love bombing you and trying to, and getting you into this position, and you want to call it demonic? No, ma'am, no, your actions was the demonic. What you was doing with this married man was demonic. Not this conversation. No, what you were doing was demonic. Because as soon as that man told you that he was married, you should have blocked and delete and went on about your way. But no, you thought you had an opportunity to be with the man that had money and means. by any means necessary.
Thanks so much for watching. If you want to see more of my shows, click right here. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. See you in the next one.